On January 14, 2020, in the small town of Zabłocin, western Poland, a serious train collision with a truck occurred, highlighting the crucial importance of adhering to speed limits and safety protocols at railroad crossings. The incident involved a truck driver who approached a railroad crossing too quickly and was unable to stop in time for a passing train. Despite the driver's attempts to brake, the truck, carrying an excavator on its flatbed, was too heavy to stop promptly, leading to a collision with the train. Another security camera footage revealed that as the truck driver approached the crossing at an excessive speed, the vehicle's momentum was too great to halt safely. The collision caused the truck to spin 90 degrees. Remarkably, the truck driver emerged unscathed from the accident, though the truck itself was heavily damaged and deemed a total loss. On the train, out of 105 passengers, 4 were injured, including 2 train operators. The injuries were not life-threatening, but the incident caused significant distress and disruption. On June 30, 2022, in Thailand, a train accident occurred when a locomotive traveling from Map Karbao station to Phra Sadet in the Keng Khoi district, Saraburi province, derailed while navigating a curve. The derailment's cause might be linked to improper cargo storage, leading to a weight imbalance. This imbalance potentially caused the train to tip to the right as it turned, nearly resulting in a rollover. Fortunately, no passenger cars flipped, and there were no injuries reported. The incident led to significant disruption, with passengers being transferred by alternative means due to the derailment's location, which appeared remote and challenging for vehicle access. On February 21, 2023, a highly dangerous and reckless incident occurred at a level crossing near Littlehampton in West Sussex, England. 2 individuals on a moped ignored the flashing red lights at the Toddington level crossing and narrowly missed being struck by a train travelling at up to 70 miles per hour. This incident was captured by CCTV cameras and highlights the extreme risks of such reckless behavior. The moped riders swerved around the barriers, which are designed as automatic half barriers that operate with lights and sirens, descending 27 seconds before a train's arrival. This system is intended to prevent people from being trapped on the crossing. However, in this case, the riders blatantly disregarded these safety measures and crossed dangerously just moments ahead of the oncoming train. The train driver, operating the 14:30 service from Brighton to Southampton, had to make an emergency stop and take time to compose himself after this close encounter. This incident occurred on a stretch of railway where trains can travel at speeds of up to 70 miles per hour, making the situation even more perilous. Inspector Emma Bolton of the British Transport Police described the incident as, quote, some of the most stupidly reckless behaviour on a level crossing she had seen in her career. Lucy McAuliffe, Network Rail's route director for Sussex, emphasised the gravity of the situation, noting that it could have resulted in 2 fatalities and a train driver living with the trauma of such an event. In October 2019, a concerning incident involving a Russian train operator highlighted the perils of distraction due to mobile phone use while operating a train. The operator, preoccupied with her phone, failed to notice another train on the tracks ahead. This lapse in attention led to a collision, fortunately with a stationary train, which mitigated the severity of the accident. The incident underscores the critical importance of undivided attention while operating heavy machinery, particularly in the context of railway transport. The operator's late reaction, characterized by frantic attempts to press buttons to halt the train, was insufficient to prevent the collision. This event became a stark reminder of the dangers of mobile phone use while operating vehicles and the need for strict adherence to safety protocols in railway operations. On October 16, 2021, in Thackerville, Oklahoma, a dramatic train collision occurred. The incident took place around 7 p.m. local time near the Oklahoma-Texas border. The Amtrak train 822, operating daily between Fort Worth, Texas, and Oklahoma City, collided with the car hauler that had become stuck on the train tracks at a railroad crossing. The car hauler, loaded with several vehicles, got high-centered on the tracks due to the elevated nature of the crossing. This made it impossible for the truck to move further off the track, leading to its unfortunate position at the time of the collision. Miraculously, the truck driver and his dog, who were in the vehicle during the collision, were shaken up but uninjured. However, the accident resulted in non-life-threatening injuries to 5 people on board the train, who were then transported to 2 area hospitals. The incident had 110 passengers and crew members aboard the train at the time of the collision. Following the crash, Amtrak had to cancel the train north of the incident scene, and substitute transportation was provided for northbound customers. The Love County Sheriff's Office responded to the scene, and the area was advised to be avoided due to the lengthy cleanup process. The site was cleared by early the next morning. This happened on January 7, 2008, an EF3 tornado with winds ranging from 136 to 165 miles per hour struck the area of Harvard, Illinois, causing widespread destruction over a 13.2-mile path. This powerful tornado, which initially touched down near Poplar Grove in Boone County and ended north-northeast of Harvard in McHenry County, significantly damaged properties and resulted in injuries. Among the most dramatic events was its impact on a moving Union Pacific Railroad train. As the tornado approached, onboard footage from the train captured the chaotic scene with trees whipping and debris flying. When the tornado hit, it forcefully derailed 12 freight cars, including empty box cars, auto parts cars, and 2 tank cars. One of these tank cars contained ethylene oxide, a flammable material used to sterilize medical supplies. Despite the violent derailment, the tank was not leaking. The force of the tornado was such that as the main engine of the train stopped, the remaining cars still on the track continued moving and collided with the front part of the train, causing additional derailments. The severity of this incident led to the evacuation of about 500 residents from the nearby unincorporated town of Lawrence due to the potential hazardous materials situation. Remarkably, no injuries were reported from this specific train derailment incident. This event was particularly notable for the way it illustrated the immense destructive power of tornadoes and their ability to impact large and seemingly sturdy structures like moving trains. The incident raised concerns about the safety of trains during extreme weather events and highlighted the potential risks of transporting hazardous materials through areas prone to such natural disasters. In a remarkable display of community spirit and quick thinking, passengers at Stirling Station in Perth came together to rescue a man whose leg became trapped between a train and the platform on August 6, 2014. The incident, which occurred at approximately 8:50 a.m., turned into a global news story due to the heroic actions of the commuters and station staff. The man was attempting to board the train when his foot slipped into the gap. The potential danger of the situation was immense, as a worst-case scenario could have seen him lose his leg. However, thanks to the quick response of his fellow passengers and the train staff, a disaster was averted. Commuters at the station, upon seeing Andy's predicament, quickly disembarked from the train and worked together to physically tilt the carriage away from the platform. This collective effort allowed enough space for Andy to free his leg. The scene was captured on video and rapidly gained attention worldwide, highlighting both the dangers of gaps at train stations and the incredible power of communal effort in emergency situations. In Battambang, Cambodia, a truck, captured on various video angles, recklessly sped towards the crossing, ignoring a rail worker's warning flag. In a perilous attempt to outrun the approaching train, the truck driver accelerated, only to be struck at the rear bumper by the train. This collision resulted in both the truck and a train car flipping over. The scene post-collision was chaotic, with responders and officials arriving to manage the aftermath. Fluid was seen leaking from the overturned train car, adding to the scene's complexity. Despite the violent nature of the accident, bystanders in the vicinity miraculously avoided injury. The truck driver, who was in a haste to beat the train, fortunately sustained only minor injuries. However, the driver now faces legal repercussions due to this reckless action. This incident serves as a stark reminder of the dangers of impatience and the importance of adhering to safety regulations at train crossings. May 5, 2021, in Richmond, Texas, a remarkable and dramatic incident occurred involving an 18-wheeler and an Amtrak train. The incident took place in the morning around 10:30 a.m. at the railroad tracks on 2nd Street in Richmond. The 18-wheeler, which was carrying cases of bottled water, became a target for a train crash, resulting in the truck being split in half. This resulted in cases of bottled water being scattered across the road and train tracks, creating a massive cleanup operation. Miraculously, no one was hurt in the incident. The truck driver and any occupants in the vehicle, as well as passengers and crew on the train, were reported to be safe following the collision. On March 24, 2014, around 2:50 a.m., a Chicago Transit Authority Blue Line train, operated by 25-year-old Brittany Ty-Shecker Haywood, crashed at the O'Hare International Airport station. The train, composed of 4 two-car 2600 series train sets, overran the bumper at the end of the track and partially ascended an escalator. The National Transportation Safety Board investigated the accident and focused on the theory that the operator, who admitted to working extensive overtime, fell asleep at the controls. As a result of this crash, the CTA lowered the speed limit into the O'Hare station from 25 to 15 miles per hour and extended the area of this speed limit. The train operator was subsequently fired. The crash resulted in around 34 injuries, but there were no fatalities. This incident underscores the importance of operator alertness and adherence to safety protocols in mass transit systems. On September 21, 2022, a significant incident occurred involving the derailment of a RTD light rail train at the intersection of Exposition Avenue and Sable Boulevard in Aurora, Colorado. The derailment resulted from the train operator's excessive speed. Specifically, the train was traveling at approximately 38.8 miles per hour as it approached a 90-degree bend in the track, where the speed limit was only 10 miles per hour. The incident led to the derailment of 2 of the train cars, causing them to become unhooked. Additionally, the train ran over a traffic sign and damaged a fence near the intersection. 3 people were injured and taken to the hospital, though their injuries were reported as non-life-threatening. This derailment caused significant disruption, necessitating road closures and the replacement of our line's service with shuttle buses while the accident was cleared. An RTD action plan was declassified following the incident, which identified the train operator's speeding and distraction as the primary causes of the derailment. To enhance safety and prevent future incidents, RTD's corrective action plan included steps such as reducing the speed limit on the approach to the curve, adding additional signage to warn operators of the curve, and evaluating how supervisors are assigned. Furthermore, they plan to develop a strategy for installing an automatic braking system at this particular section of the track. The train operator involved in the 2022 incident is no longer employed by RTD, and the possibility of them facing criminal charges was not disclosed. In the quaint village of Wellington, Ohio, a train derailment incident occurred. This incident unfolded on the morning of May 28, 2019, at approximately 6